think it would be broad basing, and when I say broad basing of the market, it's not in the traditional sense of mid and small only from large cap, but also within large cap space, different pockets of value or pockets of turnaround sectors, which we have already seen a bit of that in 2019. I think that should continue in 2020. For example, in 2019, we saw corporate banks, telecom doing well. I think both will continue to do well in 2020 as well. So, broad basing in the sense within the large cap, different sectors, different pockets of value, if privatization takes off, as well as from large to mid and small. I think the reform list has to be more comprehensive to build the investment cycle upwards, as well as trying to resolve this situation of the NBFC crisis which we are in. So it's a combination of trying to boost real estate demand, which will go a long way towards resolving the funding squeeze which the NBFCs are facing and the real estate sector, because it's all interlinked with the economy. And the second set of reforms expectation or really wish list is more on the structural side, where I think there is probably a huge lack of investment today, or investment cycle is at its lowest point today, both from the government side as well as on the private sector side. So I think there are a lot of things which go into boosting the investment cycle, and it's just not corporate tax cut. I think it was a great start, but it has to be tied up with land reforms, more progressive laws on labor. We have seen some of it, but more of that. And also then forming a system to get faster clearances for industries who want to shift and take advantage of the corporate tax cut. So I think it need not be one set of reforms, but as a package, I think that's something which is definitely a wish list. Well, I think my own sense is that instead of answering the question whether I expect or not, I think we have to see what the economy needs, and therefore I think personal tax cut cannot be very high, because we have already in a fiscally constrained environment, and also corporate tax cut was pretty significant pie. So therefore, personal tax cut cannot be significant. So to that extent, one has to really think whether personal tax cut or LTCG cut is really the right use of those fiscal funds, or whether we should, probably focus on more structural reform. So my own sense is that personal tax cut or LTCG is going to be more cosmetic in nature. I don't think it really has the potential to resolve the situation in which we are in today in terms of the economic growth.